My Govanmanin and well met indeed. My name is Runstag, and welcome back to the Celtic Dynasty. Now, there's some things I wanted to discuss before we jump into the video, so this won't affect the normal video runtime, which is going to be 45 minutes going forward. So this won't affect the runtime, but I thought I'd address a few things, because the last video uploaded was about over a week ago. No, not quite a week, but 6 days ago, so close enough. And yeah, my apologies for the absence. I shall explain. So the last few days, the last week or so, I suppose, I was doing a lot of overtime at work, and that overtime now has come to an end. So going forward now, so the next couple of weeks I'm back to my normal hours, and then the week after that I'm off for a week, and then after then I've no idea, maybe possibly more overtime, I don't know. So the overtime kicks in when people are on holiday, and obviously because it's the summer, a lot of people are on holiday. So that's why I'm working a lot more and I have less time to spend on YouTube and whatnot. But now that my hours are returning back, the next couple of weeks should hopefully get some stuff going. So yeah, work's been very good. I've been, very busy at work. It's that time of year where people are buying, not in advance for the Christmas period, but in advance for like birthdays and stuff in the summer. Engagements, weddings, that sort of stuff is all very popular in the jeweller's business. And a lot of people, now and again, also want to buy some watches as well. Or some insane people wants to buy some Mont Blanc wallets and pens that are just ridiculous money that I wouldn't spend money on. But obviously people want to spend some money on that sort of thing, so that's fine. And for those who don't know anything about my real life job, I work at a jeweller's over in Ernest Jones in the town that I live in. Which is basically jewelers. They're quite a big business, so I'd imagine that most people that know jewelry work will probably have heard of Ernest Jones. Some watching might even be part of the company as well. They're also owned by Signet, so it's like a whole big American company. So there's loads of different stores that are all under the same thing. So yeah, but I'm not the boy with that. But generally, work's been pretty good. I noticed the last few weeks seem to have just suddenly become better at my job. I've been selling more of the things I've been selling, taking more clients on, basically, getting the insurance, which you get points for selling. I've also got a few vouchers that I've been spending money on as rewards for various things. So yeah, it's been pretty good. So yeah, I've been enjoying work actually, which is something I don't tend to say often, but I have actually really been enjoying it. So yeah, work's been generally quite busy, so that's why I've been less interested in recording. Work's been so busy to the point where when you get home from work, you don't really want to sit in front of the computer for like an hour and 45 minutes to go on about record something. Which is a shame, because I like to record stuff, but the last few days and weeks it's been a bit hard. Also, the Olympics has been on lately, and I've been well into the Olympics lately, partly because my dad is now retired, and he has all the time in the world to sit there and watch the Olympics, and so he's very into it, and that into it has sort of followed from everyone else. So everyone's like, so most of my family are like keen to watch it, and I'm quite enjoying it as well, so that's good. So yeah, the Olympics has been on. I've been watching that now and again in the evenings. When I've been back home from work, seeing what's happened, see how many medals we've won. And Britain's done pretty damn well. They're not done bad at all. Amazingly, Britain won the shooting and beat the Americans, which is absolutely fascinating. I'm not going to go into detail why that's fascinating, but many of you will know that America is notorious for having lots of guns, whereas the UK, we don't have many guns. Certainly not as many gun licenses permits as they have in America, but still, yeah, we did well in the rowing. We did well quite in the swimming, in the 200 meter 4x relay thing. The French guy Marchand is absolutely thrashing us at the moment, or thrashing everybody, not just us. And everyone's getting absolutely smashed into swimming. So yeah, he's done very well for himself. And so yeah, big name in France at the moment. So yeah, Britain's not done too bad. Yeah. So yeah, the Olympics have been pretty good. I'm quite enjoyed. I went to watch the opening ceremonies. I don't tend to watch the ending that much, but the opening's pretty good. But I will watch the ending one when it comes on. So that's been quite interesting. We're watching a lot of that, and also the weather. Yeah, we're talking about the weather. Britain, as we all know, is a notorious cold country. Usually, Britain is a cold country, and generally our houses, because of that, are built to keep the heat in, because obviously we're meant to be rather cold. So we're deciding to keep the heat in. So we don't ever like invest in air conditioning, because usually in the summer period it's only a couple weeks of intense heat, and we just don't. That's just not worth the money. So we don't ever tend to invest in air conditioning. So when the summer comes around, and in the last few weeks we've had one of the hottest days of the years, I think, one of the days. It's incredibly hot. So, and even at work where we have air conditioning, because air conditioning, if you work in the shops and stuff like that, you tend to have air conditioning there, because obviously people spend quite a lot of time there, especially the workers. And the air conditioning itself it's so hot to the point where it's actually struggling to keep going. So that's insane to me. And yeah, generally it's just been really, really hot to the point where the heat often wears you out and tires you a lot. So when you get home, you're too hot, you just want to like lay down and do nothing. So the heat is just so bad. And also sometimes there are some times where it's quite nice weather, so it's nice to get out when you can. And when you're working all week, it's nice to then have a sit in the garden and just enjoy the outside. So yeah, so that's sort of my reasoning really. It's been very hot, work's been very busy, and I've been at work a lot more than I normally am. And generally, it's just, what was the other point? And the Olympics have been on as well. And the Olympics, again, it only happens every 4 years, other than, obviously, the Paralympics as well, it's a separate thing. And then the Paralympics, and then you've also got the Winter Olympics every 4 years. But yeah, it's a rare occasion, so generally, I like to watch it now and again, because it's only on for 2 weeks in 4 years, every 4 years, so it's incredibly rare, really. But yeah, but other than that, life's been generally okay. Nothing particularly awful's happening. Some other things in life, personal things, are ongoing, but that's sort of an ongoing thing. It's been ongoing for a while, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. But we'll work around that, and eventually things will happen. That's very secretive, isn't it? But things will happen. But yeah, one thing I wanted to make, I made this on my Steam page, which I thought I'd share. So I'm going to talk about a few things to the channel, and then we're going to jump into the thing. Did I do it properly? Oh no, I didn't know what to do. No, see. I'm coming my 11th year of on this later this month, which is good. And it's my insane amount of hours that I spent on these two games. Skyrim, I've been working on getting my modding list ready for that, so that's coming. So let's talk about the channel. So not too long ago, we hit 1,900 subscribers. We're on like 1917 subscribers now, so entirely, so that's really good. We're closing in on 2,000. Now, to be honest, I have no idea, and this is why I'm talking about this in this video, because this is, of course, gets more views than everything else, as we can see. So I'm also going to ask you the question, what do you want me to do for 2,000 subscribers? Because it's coming, it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year. So I'm curious to know, what do you want me to do? Because I did contemplate doing live streams. Live streams, of course, could do that, but again, I have to like be free on the day to do it. I can't just sit and live stream for like an hour. I want to do at least 2 hours if I'm going to do a live stream. I want to make it worth my time, or a proper like time to do it. But so live streams is an option. Other than that, I've no idea what else. I'm not really fussed on one-off videos. Maybe a new series to celebrate that. But to be honest, the Wars of Enerrath might come out at the same time as the 2,000 subscribers milestone gets hit, or just after, or just before. So I've no idea really. It could be whenever. But yeah, let me know what you want me to do. But again, thank you for the 1,900 subscribers. That's pretty good. We're closing now on 2,000, so that's really good. And hope this channel will continue to grow as we go on. So yeah, that's the channel. So yeah, I did set up something as well, which we'll discuss. And I've gone ahead and set up an upload schedule. At last. Also, one other thing the channel's been suffering from lately is no routine. My routine before was just like, oh, if I fancy recording this, I just upload this. But it's not really been a proper routine. So now I've actually sat down and I've written out an upload schedule. So the upload schedule itself is going to take a week 1, week 2 setting. The idea is going to be 7 days a week, which I can probably guarantee that. I mean, then now and again, obviously, keep in mind that I'm going to be on holiday sometime. I might have a day where I've been completely busy. Or I also might have a day where I'm not really in the mood to record and I just don't feel like it. That could be for a number of reasons. And my number one rule with YouTube is to never record when you don't want to, because the video you'll make will suffer and it won't be very good. So it's a great idea to always record when you want to record, because otherwise you'll regret it and it's just stupid. I've done that many times before when I've uploaded and recorded the video when I probably shouldn't have, and just given it a rest and come back the next day or later in the day, and I've always regretted it. So I'd never do that. I just don't. So if I don't upload anything, I don't do anything, I just won't do it. But I am trying to push myself to do a bit more, and the idea is if I should be able to at least dedicate at least 30 to 45 minutes or possibly an hour of time each day to record a video. The idea is I'm going to try and record it the day before I upload that video. So say for example Back from the Earth, I'll try and record it on a Sunday. But again, if the schedule sometime isn't on accuracy, then so be it. I did do a poll a while ago, which I will show you actually, it's just why we're here. We'll talk about the DAC thing in a minute, but where is it? Scroll down a minute, that's me. Someone commented so I should have a beard, but I had a beard before and it just didn't grow very well, so I didn't bother. We'll go down to where it was. Sorry if I'm giving you eye strain right now. Please close your eyes and I'll tell you when to open them up again. Right, 3, come on, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so oh no, that's not quite it. But anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, I did this. So basically, people were keen for the 5 videos a week and 5 campaigns at a time. But I decided to do my own thing really, and which is fine. And probably more like the 6 videos a week, and then the extra video on the Sunday. But we'll talk about that later. Where is it? Where is it? I'll find it in a minute. Yeah, from all my old stuff. Where is it? Here we go. Not many people voted, but most people were clear enough to the point where people were keen for 9 AM uploads. And I think 9 AM is a good amount, because 9 AM, people waking up obviously in the morning in the UK, people might have time to fit it in before they go to work and whatnot, or afterwards, doesn't really matter. And also for Americans, possibly, I mean, it's a little odd because obviously Americans sometimes they might be getting up. It's very early in the morning for some Americans, so it's a tricky way to get it, or it could be late at night. It's hard to try and get it to apply for everybody as well. But if I go to like a 9 AM, actually, I won't do it on my computer. I've got my phone. I'll do it on my phone in a second to try and give you an idea of what time it will be if you were to record. If I were to upload a video at that time. Now again, videos sometimes after the release get more views, sometimes they get more views on when you upload, but over time videos, the times change. So if I go to, oh, that's not it. Yeah, time zone converter is what I'm looking for. So if I go to 9 in the morning, 1 second. So if we go to 9 in the morning, over in Hong Kong, for any Chinese viewers out there, or that area, it's about 4 o'clock. And in Australia, actually, it's actually about 6 in the evening. So Australians, it works quite well. Moscow, I doubt many people are watching me there, but I have seen my analytics, and there are a few over in Russia. There's about 11 in the morning. Possibly New York, it's then 4 in the morning. Which is early enough to the point where people might still be awake. People might be up early, I have no idea, doing night shifts possibly. Or they'll come on, or they'll watch the videos in a few hours after they wake up, possibly, who knows. So yeah, I think it works quite well. I think it's alright, it's not too bad. Australian people get the video around the time when they'll still be around awake. Americans get it a little early, but then again, they just come in a bit later. And then obviously people in China, and well, it's all the same area, China and Australia, it's just one's above them and one's south. And obviously London, it's 9 in the morning, and in Europe, it'd be about 11, possibly later, earlier than that, who knows. But I'm sticking with the 9 AM uploads. Eventually I will schedule the uploads so they go up at 9. But obviously this video today will not take the upload schedule, it will just be going up this today because I can. And then whatever happens tomorrow, we'll see. But tomorrow I probably won't do a video. Had hoped to do Developer Diary, but I've been too busy, so that hasn't happened. But anyway, so the upload schedule then, we'll talk you through it. So week 1 and week 2. So basically, the upload schedule will take us it will change each week. So this week in particular, we'll be starting with week 1, but obviously on a Saturday. So you'll get the Kettleguard Dynasty, and then next week we'll start with week 2. Now, I can't promise you that the Skyrim series is going to happen on Monday and Thursday because I don't know if it's going to happen then, possibly. But we'll see. So, because there's still a lot of modding I need to go through and narrow down what mods I'm using. I'm still troubleshooting to make sure they all work. So that's a big process. So just give me a couple, maybe next week, in the next 2 weeks, possibly you might see that. But for now, I doubt it's going to come next week, so don't get your hopes up. We'll start with the first week 1 and work our way through. So the idea is 7 days a week, 6 episodes, more probably 6 episodes, 6 campaigns, and 6 videos a week. Sundays is going to be open for developer diaries and any other videos that I particularly want to make. Possibly Sunday as well, maybe a live stream day, or Saturday potentially. If I do live streams, it will probably be either it will be a separate series or it will be one big, or just be one series. Or connected with the other campaigns that I'm doing possibly, but we'll see. More likely to be Total War or Crusader Kings 2 though, because obviously those two are the core pillars and primary content of this channel. So likely Crusader Kings 2 and Total War will be good. So it'd be good to probably bring those in maybe, but we'll see. Yeah, but some days, occasionally there won't be another video. There might not be a video. It depends. If a developer diaries, it entirely depends on how much time I have to mod after all the other videos have gone up. So we'll see how we go. And with live streams, yeah. So if it's Saturday and Sunday, it'll probably vary between the 2 days. So you might get a live stream Saturday, and then you might get like a Total War video on Sunday. It might vary, but we shall see. Live streaming is not here just yet, so. Yeah, my others with live streaming wanted to wait till I have a big enough following to the point when I start up a live stream, I have at least concurrent, is that the right word? Concurrent viewers watching throughout the whole time, giving me lots of information, talking and discussing, because that's and questions and whatnot. That's the idea. I don't want to do a live stream where I have hardly any people watching. It's just a waste of time and defeats the whole object of a live stream, really. So week 1 then. So there's going to be 2 episodes of each campaign a week. Now, in some cases, if I can't dedicate 1 episode, well, I mean, I can, it's fine. We'll figure out. But anyway, Mondays and Thursdays are going to be Battle for Middle-earth dedicated for now. And then after the good campaign wraps up, we'll then replace it with the, what's the word? We'll replace it with the Angmar campaign, then the good campaign for the first game, and then the campaign for the evil factions for the Battle for Middle-earth 2, and then anything else that I do will just show up alongside it, I guess. But Mondays and Thursdays will be dedicated to Battle for Middle-earth for week 1. Tuesdays and Fridays will be dedicated to Crusader Kings 2, Game of Thrones, Celtic Dynasty. Something I might do actually, because I'm just thinking, because I'm not going to have time to record that. There's probably going to be no video for that. So what I might do is start with week 1, upload a Celtic Dynasty episode this Saturday, and then next week we'll kick off week 1, and then just go from there. So it will be, so you'll definitely get these 4. They'll definitely happen. Stack Total War campaign, potentially. Potentially. I don't know, I can't see it happening straight away. But hopefully, maybe Saturday you might get an upload if you're lucky, but we'll see. But then there should definitely be a developer diary though that day, hopefully. Or probably won't be for Wards of Enerath, it'll be whatever submod wins out of the Total War stuff. See. But I've got to do the vote for the Evil Faction submod, whatever it may be, later anyway, so... it may not be entirely on time, so we'll see how we go. So Tuesdays and Fridays, Celtic Dynasty is dedicated to those days, so that'll be when my CK2 slot is open, I guess. So yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays we're dedicated to the new DAC Total War campaign for an evil faction, which is currently being voted for. I'll talk about those in a minute, but just to quickly clarify, the Dunedain and Dorwinian campaigns are still happening. They are definitely going to happen. I swear to God. I swear to Aule, I swear to Yavanna and Era Iluvatar, they will happen. But not yet. I want to complete the Wars of Enerath mod completely in its entirety, and then start the campaigns then. So what I'm going to do is do some campaigns on 2 DAC series with evil, good campaign, 1 good and 1 evil. And with 1 submod, and then I'm going to edit the submod itself as well to add in my Enerath stuff. And then I'm going to do a video probably for that and do a few little small submods for those mods to get you into the, I guess, the hype up for the new NRF submod. But it will be like a little NRF director's cut, I suppose, for, say for example, the Good Faction submod that I'm using and the Evil Faction submod. But so, stay tuned for that. So Wednesdays and Saturdays will be dedicated to Divide and Conquer, and any Total War stuff will be Wednesdays and Saturdays. And whether that will fit in for live streams, I don't know, we'll see. So Wednesdays and Saturdays will be the Evil campaign, will go up in week 1, and Sundays Developer Diaries, that's the same for the whole week. There won't be any campaign for those two. I'm going to do that other vote that I mentioned about the 45 minutes and then the 6 episodes a week thing. That's what I'm going to stick with, even though most people voted for the 5 series a week. But it works out this way, because that way I can actually have 2 different game series that I can play. Eventually 2 Crusader Kings 2 series and 2 Total War campaigns, and anything else I want to do on Sunday. I'm completely open to that. So I like that. So moving on to week 2 then. So week 2 is Mondays and Thursdays will be dedicated to Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Whenever that kicks off, you'll get a series for that. Tuesdays and Fridays will be dedicated to Lord of the Rings War in the North. And Wednesdays and Saturdays will be dedicated to the DAC Total War campaign for the Good Faction. That will win the vote. TBVF means to be voted for, basically. And then Sundays will be, again, Developer Diaries and other videos. So there you go. My idea eventually, because we have 3 of the campaigns, and the reason I'm not doing another CK2 Game of Thrones thing is because I need to update the mod. And I don't want to update the mod while I'm in the middle of a campaign, because that'll just mess up everything. So I'm going to wait for Celtic Guard to finish. So when the Celtic Guard finishes, and depending on what's happening with the War in the North slot, a new Crusader Kings 2 series will start after then. Probably Game of Thrones. Or I might just have a Game of Thrones one and something else with a different mod. Or the vanilla game, possibly, in the Tuesday and Friday slot. Eventually we have 2 CK2 series on those 2 on that week, those 2 weeks, on those weeks going forward. And then Wednesdays and Saturday, so Lord of the Rings War in the North will eventually be replaced by a CK2 thing, so that way we have at least 2 different game series. One Lord of the Rings one, probably, because obviously people love Lord of the Rings content, so what I probably will do is stick to Lord of the Rings, and then have Skyrim as that sort of other stuff campaign. But if I get bored of Battle for Middle-earth, I might possibly swap in chuck in a different campaign, or have War in the North take the Battle for Middle-earth slot eventually, but we'll see. Because with the War in the North ones, I don't know how long War in the North goes on for, but with the Battle for Middle-earth, I know the campaigns are going to end at some point, because some of them are linear, they have missions, and go from one mission to the next. In the first Battle for Middle-earth game, it's a little different, but it's still close enough. I will add in actual Battle for Middle-earth 2, because, just to confirm. Yeah, that's the idea. So, and eventually the Total War campaigns will just be there. Once one of them ends, eventually one will be replaced by the Dunedain campaign, and then eventually the Dorwinian campaign. That is the eventual idea. So to find the upload schedule, then you have to go to my Discord server, which is pretty easy to find. There's a link in the description to every single video, provided you haven't got if you're not on an old video, which has the old Discord link that I used to have for an old Discord server, which has since been discontinued, and I've left now to start this new one. So you basically go to my upload schedule channel, and you go to the pinned messages where you'll find the upload schedule. You don't have to jump. I think you can jump if you want, but obviously it will take you straight here because it's just been put up recently. But I thought it's actually a good place to find the upload schedule rather than tacking it into my setup milestones and other things. It's just in the uploads bit where my upload videos are uploaded, and then you can, if you want to find the upload schedule, just click the pinned message here, and there it is. Voila. So there you go. So that's all I really need to say about the schedule. But yeah, that's the schedule. Well, hopefully, if again things don't quite stick to it, then they don't. Then stuff I can do. But then I'll do my best to do my utmost to try and keep the schedule to plan. But if things change, and things. But I'm going to try and stick. The schedule itself will be the same. But if anything props up and I can't record, and some weeks are without a couple videos, and so be it, there's nothing I can do. And that's going to be completely out of my hands. But yes, I've been talking to a couple of people. I spoke to the SFing Golfing, letting them know about the poll that I'm doing as well. I'm also let the people over at the Golden Legacy, I'm also doing a poll as well, which is good as well. let them know some more information. I also spoke to Galu briefly about I don't know who, yeah. And then people were talking about the Rings of Power analysis, and I said that let's summon Galu, and I think bringing in Tom Bombadil's in this now is somewhat jumping the shark. I washed my hands with nonsense, and I said, well, if they bring the Bombadil theme in, then you have my vote. The DAC, since I posted up the DAC thing as well, people have been pointing out the mod. The gentleman known as, I'll find his name in a second. Noah is working on the Breeze submod as well, which I'll probably cover at some point. But for now, I let him know about the mod and whatnot, and developer diaries and whatnot. And also let him know a bit about the hot season community that I'm also a part of. And a lot of people like the Galu sort of references as well. And someone said you should play a bit of Windswept, and now I have played Windswept in the background. There you go. God, that's loud. So yeah, there's a bit of Windswept now. I've gone full Galu now. But everyone was rather keen about it, and I'm looking forward to carrying it on. But there you go. That actually sounds louder. Let's turn it down. There you go. It's better. Anyway, right, so that's the other. Let's get you out of the way. Let's talk about the actual channel itself and the polls I've just set up. So I'm doing 2 polls then for the evil factions and the good factions. To find, there won't be a link in the video today. You just have to go to my channel and just find the community tab, and there is. Or go to my Discord and you'll find the links there as well. So we're doing the evil factions and a good factions vote. So we get a bit of both, and because we actually haven't played an evil faction campaign at all yet. I did play as an Elven faction a long time ago, but the Elven faction was only a co-op series, and it was such a long time ago, like 4 years ago. So obviously I want to play a proper single-player DAC campaign. And as we stated in the poll as well, and on my announcement for Discord, the D9 and the winning campaign will still take place, but not until NRF finishes up. So I'm looking to start 2 new Total War campaigns to placate you until those campaigns can begin. So they will also happen, just I want to finish NRF first, and honestly that sub-one is going to take quite a while. Because as I've been sifting through ideas and spending a fair bit of time going through and deciding what I'm going to do, it's likely that it's going to take a while till it's done. So do bear some patience, but it will come. So talk about the evil factions. So all of them have like little sub-mods that I'm going to add them to, and I'll talk through the sub-mods as we go. We'll start with the evil factions. So the evil factions are as follows: Angmar, Mordor, Moria, Isengard, and Gundabad. The Angmar and Mordor one, so if Angmar looks to be winning at the moment, if they win, there will be another poll that will decide the 3 sub-mods that we use. I'll talk through them briefly, but the Angmar Rudauer and Angmar Expand adds a few sort of events for the Rudauer people in part of Angmar. And also Morholt becomes, I think, King of Rudauer or something or other. Adds a few more Rudauer-inspired units and whatnot, and a few more scripts and buildings to Rudauer. EUR adds in the chucks and loads of units, and also it adds in a ring script for Agendaur potentially claiming the one ring, and some units, and lots of different units, which is the whole expanded unit roster, hence the name. DAC Extended Edition then does similar things to EUR in terms of units it adds in, but it also makes the area where you're in DAC Extended Edition also sort of a black plain, similar to what Mordor would be, but also in Angmar as well, which is pretty cool. I think the Extended Edition, does it add a script for? No, I think it just adds in trolls and lots of other orc units and whatnot. Mordor submods, and then you've got DAC AGO, which adds in a script where you can annex Dol Guldur as Mordor, which is pretty cool. And DAC Extended Edition just adds in Aeonar the Lost King, and you can get a few like corrupted like Gondorian units, which are pretty, and Dol Amroth units, which are pretty cool. I'm gonna cut that one out because that's a copyrighted one. I don't want that in the background. Anyway, so DAC Extended Edition adds in a few more Mordor units. It makes, I think you can corrupt some of the surrounding areas of Minas Tirith and Osgiliath, which is pretty cool. You get Aeon the Lost King, who is like one of the ancient kings of Gondor, who was enslaved by the Witch King and is now a wraith, a powerful wraith. So those are all those ones. So moving on to Moria Rises Goblins, adds in loads of stuff for the goblins and gives them their proper overhaul, the overhaul that they deserve. So yeah, pretty cool. Someone adds a few other things for other factions as well, which is pretty cool. But mainly it's more focused for Moria, for the goblins itself. Isengard is Isengard Unleashed, which is for version 5 of DAC. I don't need to go through the versions, but I'll talk through them as we go. I mean, I can just say, Ruda and Angmar expands for version 4.6. EUR is for, I believe, possibly... Yeah, EUR is for version 5. I don't know why I need to think about that. DAG Extended Edition, I think it's either 4.5 or 4.6. The Mordor AGO is for DAC 4.6. Extended Edition is for, actually, is it for 4.6 or... it might be, yeah. DAC Extended Edition is for version 4.6 as well. Rise of the Goblins for AGO, so version 2. Isengard, Eyes Unleashed now version 5 port. That Lagman, it was very kindly gifted to me, which is handy. Gundabad is usually Sus submod, which is for AGO again. But it adds in a few like events for Gundabad, such as like you get a few more generals if you take various regions. With the units you can also unlock as well. And a few other scripts. Eyes Unleashed adds in a few more post-ring script units as well, along with a custom bodyguard for the Witch King, which is pretty cool. And adds a couple of the original bodyguards for Nazgul to Isengard, which is pretty cool once you get the ring script. But so far, and obviously we're early days, I mean, another, some of my polls in the past have got about 100 and something votes, 150 votes. So, it's possible that the votes can change. And possibly there might, Moria could suddenly overtake Angmar, but at the moment Angmar looks to be winning, so it could be Angmar campaign that we see next. So on to the next one then, is the good faction. So the Noldor Vareggian, High Elves, Imladris, Lothlorien, and Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth being the sus submod again, because there's a few more scripts that add in the Knights of this, like a Dol Amroth sort of independence thing, or a claiming of Gondor regions and whatnot. So there's a few things there for Dol Amroth, which is pretty cool. Lothlorien is a script that adds in Galadriel then as a custom general. I'm gonna go this one. Hopefully it's copyright. No, it isn't. That's right. So yeah, Lothlorien's the Golden Lady, which adds in Galadriel as a general, and also some cool abilities and whatnot, which is pretty cool. And it's basically a submod for version 5. Dol Amroth is for the Sus submod, which is for AGO. Imladris, now this is an old one, so this is when Imladris was its own faction, and it's a submod for called Heirs of Fingolfin. Now, for those who may remember, possibly Deacon Total War, who's not really around nowadays, but he made a submod called Heirs of Fingolfin, which is where you play as Imladris, and you get the Annex, Lindon, Lothlorien, and the Woodland Realm, as well as some Avari generals such as Nerway and Avalon, and they become, and basically become the king. Elrond becomes High King of the Elves, and essentially annex all the different realms in DAC 2.2. So very very old submod, but it's still the files for it. So Heirs of Fingolfin then is still pretty good. So that will be, looks to be in the lead at the moment, but the Golden Legacy for the High Elves is far off. It's not far off at all. The Golden Legacy is a new submod that adds a new character, and loads of new additional units and a new colour change for the High Elves, so a yellow colour, which is quite nice. And also a script, I think, where you can build, either it's a script or it's a settlement upgrade, where you can reconstruct and restore Ost-in-the-Field to its former glory. That's a submod for version 5, so it's quite a new submod, but I'm surprised the Heirs of Fingolfin's winning. It's an old submod, but obviously people do remember it. And the Noldor Vareggian then is a very old submod that I've covered before. It was for version 5 of DAC, and is basically the Noldor of Vareggian. A people, basically the son of Celebrimbor and his relatives, has returned and reformed the ancient city of the ancient kingdom of Vareggian to now occupy the region. So at the moment, it seems that Imladris is in the lead, but that could change. The High Elves are not far off, and if any more votes go in their favour, they might win. But for now, we shall see. Something I will mention before we jump into the video, it's been a bit long, sorry. I need to talk about this. But a gentleman I spoke to called GJ1999 was an old, I need to send the files that I promised him, but he wanted some old files that Soul had made years ago. And he's actually an old fan of both me and Soul. For about 8 years ago for me, because I haven't been on YouTube for 10 years. I've been on YouTube nearly 8 years, so come up on this either September or November. I would have done YouTube for about 9 years. Next year will be my 10-year anniversary. So this guy's been around on following my channel for about 8 years, which is incredibly such a long time. So 8 years ago when I first started YouTube, I was 13. It wasn't until about November when I turned 14 and started making proper content more often. But I was about 13 when I started making YouTube. I mean, technically I was on YouTube a lot earlier than that, but I started using my former name, which was TJ Gaming, back in 2015, so I would have been about 13. I remember trying to make some Lego stop motions and some old, I don't know, an old, like, real life videos, some friends, a long time ago. And the channel was called VDub1000, has like an Autobot symbol. I don't have the password to it anymore, so it's long lost, unfortunately, but actually still couldn't search it. It's just such an old video that I thought it's very cringy, so I'm not even going to bother, like, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of watching it, but if you do manage to find the channel, then well done. Let's see if it's VDub. It's my dad's old eBay account from centuries ago, but since it's gone, I don't know if I'll find it now. It's such an old channel. There it is. I found it. VDub. Back in the old days, when I started in 2009, good God, I was 7. I was 7. Oh my God, I was 7 years old. So I've been on the YouTube thing for years, since 2009, which is incredible. You know, 15 years has gone by since then. Crazy. So I've been doing YouTube for 15 years, and I eventually started off doing Transformers content, but obviously now Transformers is long dissipated now. But hence the Autobot symbol. And this is one of the oldest videos I made. 11 years ago I made this, so that was 2009. But then on... Oh God, I'm not going to give you the audio. In 2012 I made an actual video, and it was like... I don't know what it was. I can't remember, to be honest. It was just, it was me, but a long time ago. And I'm not letting you listen to it, but you can look at the transcript, I suppose. But yeah, basically it was me screwing around. There's your transcript, so you go. But if you find it yourselves, go for it, listen to it, I'm not bothered. But it's an old video. My old subscriptions from, God, how were some of these? Oh my Lord. Oh no, this guy's still alive. Whoever that is, I've no idea. GTA San Andreas, good God. That's a long time ago. Yeah, some of these I don't remember. Skylander Demon, I recall Skylanders, what a game. I have fond memories of Skylanders, I can tell you that. But yeah, old stuff. So yeah, this is my earliest incarnation on YouTube, but now we've been on YouTube now since, well, I guess officially 2009, I suppose we really want to go back in time. 15 years. Well, I was 7 years old, but obviously since here, I've been around since, on this channel, since 8th of September 2015. And I've been very on and off in my time on YouTube. VDub1000, that was a very old incarnation of years ago. I started a couple of videos in 2012, then I stopped doing videos in 2012, and then officially started making content in 2015. Then I stopped making content in about 2017, came back in 2019, stopped making content for a few months in 2021, like 4 months I think it was, when my nan passed away, so I wasn't really in a fit state to do videos at the time. 500,000 views, was crazy. And then obviously last year I did like a break, I think, for quite a few months as well, due to personal things. But now hopefully there shouldn't be any more breaks. We should be smooth sailing from here out. But anyway, yeah, I was surprised because I spoke to this guy a long time ago, and well, I spoke to him last night, but but he's been following the channel for such a long time. When he was 16, and now he's 25. Fascinating. Absolutely, it's fascinating. And I was so surprised that I spoke to someone that I knew that would have followed the channel 8 years ago, and he actually really enjoyed the content. He really enjoyed mine and Soul's content. I think Soul's was probably better back then, but mine wasn't bad. It was good considering I just literally hadn't made ever proper any other content before the videos I made. And he really enjoyed the stuff, and I'm really chuffed that I made an impact on someone's childhood and life. Even as old as I was, 13, for goodness sake, crazy. And I was, in 2012, it would have been about 10 when I made that video you saw. But yeah, I did ask him to check out some of my new content. It's definitely a lot better than it was 8 years ago, for sure. But yeah, So thank you, GJ, for searching me out. I've got a few. He wants me to send over a few old submods. I don't have one, but Bear King, Song of Ice and Fire, and War of Usurper, and Fire and Blood I still have, so I might be able to send them over him later on today. But yeah, fascinating. I do apologise for the very long introduction, but good God. So from now on, we'll start with the proper length of the video. So let's jump in. Back to the Khal Dynasty with Rhaenyra Targaryen. For the last time now. This is the last time we play as Rhaenyra. After then, it's going to be the Khal. I may even play as the Khal today. But we're going to record 45 minutes of actual gameplay. So, what's that, an hour and something? Possibly. Bit of a long video, but whatever. So, let's start a timer and let's kick things off. So, we're playing as Rhaenyra Targaryen. In the last episode, we won the war, we defeated the Lannisters, we defeated my brother, and they're all dead. I can't remember if I went to a massive sort of retouch and recap of the Dance of Dragons, but I'll do a quick one for now. So on Rhaenyra's side, yeah, I guess we'll start with the main members of House Targaryen. Daemon died against Aemon Targaryen, epic dragon duel. His daughters and children, Daemon's kids live on. Baela's over in Claw Isle, we'll talk about that later. Rhaenyra's married off to William Royce, one of the, I can't remember if he's particularly, one of Waymar's, the Lord of Royce's brother. I think he was a relative, possibly of, I don't know actually, maybe a relative, I want to say, of, the Bronze bitch. He does wield Lamentation as well, which is pretty cool. This is the Valyrian Steel Sword of House Royce. Baela's over there. Aegon's currently married off to Semele Celtigar. We'll talk about that later on. Viserys Targaryen's been betrothed to, or married officially now, to Alice Scales. So there's a bit of a marriage there with the old Valyrian house. Daeron, unfortunately, was killed by Hugh Hammer in the Epic Dragon Duel. We'll talk about why he's with the Wildlings. Aemond One Eye was killed in personal combat by Harris Lydon, which is interesting, not very... Helena's married off to Lord Tylands. Jaehaera, to cement an alliance with the Valyrians in the east, has married, betrothed to Aerys Ilvar, the son of Aenar Illyria. Jaehaerys is married to no one at the moment, but he's friends with the Lord, and Maelor's also there too. We have a few of his bastards. Gale was actually here, who was given birth by Visenya. Valyrian waters is over in Essos. Aegon himself, so Helaena survived, but she lost a dragon in the battle. Aegon got killed by Jacaerys of Driftmark. We'll talk about him later. And move on to Rhaenyra's side. Rhaenyra survived, alright, she did fine. She was married to the Lord of the Vale, but he died in special circumstances, and then she's now married the son of the King of Dawn, so to get an alliance and thing with that. May as well just do some more at it. Actually, do we need to bother doing that? Because I can't be bothered to faff about that. I can let the AI do that. So yeah, Viserys and Aegon are married off. Joffrey is alive, but he's not married at the moment. Actually, let's marry him off to the who's the heir? Sandra. Oh, they already accept that. That's interesting. They'd accept that. All right. That's very dumb. I forgot to do the marriage. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do the marriage alliances, but I completely forgot. Lord Grover. Oh, wrong guy. Now you got married off to the Westling guy. No, you're too young to marry Joffrey. Do you not have any like daughters I can marry thing off to? No, I don't think so. I think they're all unfortunately married off. I don't know, you're not far off. You could probably marry Joffrey then. That cements House Farman, I suppose. And hopefully they'll accept that. I'm going to leave it up to the AI to go ahead with that or not. So Joffrey survived. He's still got his dragon. We'll go for House Velaryon now, I guess. Lucerys is alive. He's got Arrax. So in this scenario, for some reason, Lucerys, the event didn't trigger with the Storm's End one. So Lucerys, Jaehaerys, and they all survived. Apart from Aemon now, obviously he's dead. Adam Velaryon, obviously. So Corley's got burnt. Rhaenys survived, but she lost a dragon. They got disfigured in the process. Corley's died. I think he tried to tame Cannibal and got murked. Didn't go well for him. Adam Velaryon got killed by Aemond. He killed a lot of people. Jacaerys sadly got killed by Daeron Targaryen. He was married to Sarah Snow before, but she's obviously now widowed. And his daughter, Daela, is now the heir to the Iron Throne, which has caused a bit of issues and trouble for them. Ulf White, I think, died, but I can't seem to find him, so I'm going to assume he died. And the Kingsguard, we had a fight with Kristen last episode. He got hanged by Rhaenyra, but I think Kristen did take out... He did kill Silverwing, which is fascinating. But I don't know where Ulf White ended up, though, because I couldn't find him. I think Ulf White died earlier, and I think someone else got Silverwing, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, really, to Ulf White. I couldn't find him. So, yeah, we're back. So, what's happening now? So, the war against the Wildlings is beginning, and the Wildlings have gone to war. They claimed the north by Baron Hornblower. He's declared war on House Stark, and Cregan Stark, in a sort of attempt to save his people, has called on Rhaenyra to come to his aid. He's also betrothed Rickon to Daela. Now, this is an interesting marriage because Rickon is the heir to the north, and he's also the... Daela is also the heir to House Velaryon, and also the heir to the Iron Throne. So the House Stark could, if the AI continues the marriage, could end up in the Iron Throne, which would cause a lot of trouble. Alison, I have no idea who she's married to. I'm sure I did a marriage or something, but it hasn't popped up yet. So Cregan's called us into war, honouring the Pact of Ice and Fire and honouring it twice. Cregan claimed that the Pact of Ice and Fire hadn't been quite fulfilled because Jacaerys, Sarah technically a bastard, but so technically hasn't quite been fulfilled, so he's done another betrothal to get Rhaenyra to do that. Daela is now the Princess of Dragonstone. I've swapped it over, so Alan's now the Lord of Driftmark. The Khal still hold Claw Isle. We'll talk about that later on. So they now rule over that whole little principality. Principality, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, Beyond the Wall, and as a viewer suggested, I can't remember off the top of my head what his name was, so I'm going to quickly go look that up. Just 1 second. Where is it? Let's go through my comments. Oh, yeah, someone asked me, is it a good idea to use a mod together? Someone asked me if I can make an installation guide. If I install it again, I might do it as a thing, what we're saying. Some gentleman mentioned, I'm sure he's commented on a few videos before, known as Majestic. He said he should make Hugh Hammer betray Rhaenyra and attempt to press his claim to the throne, like he did in the books. It would be interesting with Vermithor, the biggest dragon, against Rhaenyra, and Hugh will attempt to wipe out the Targaryens, which is interesting, especially what we now know from the show, which is obviously not entirely, who may not be entirely what George R. R. Martin has in mind for the actual book interpretation, but we've gone ahead and we've made Hugh Hammer join the Wildlings, so I thought that was fascinating. So Hugh Hammer, in an effort to rise up and push his own claim, has gone north to aid the Wildlings in against the Targaryens, has formed an alliance with them. Now Hugh, so that means the Wildlings have Vermithor on their side, which is interesting. That's the guy who used to have Silverwing up, but he lost the dragon. So yeah, the Wildlings are at war. They've got lots of mercenaries and armies ready to go to war against the Starks. So and now the Targaryens that have joined in. So war's all about to kick off in the north. In the Far Eastern, to try and gain a further power, Aenar has harboured the last remnants of Aegon's children, including his bastards, and has also got with an allegiance with Nettle's Farseed, who's become a great friend to Aenar and her husband as well. They've gone over to support them as well, so that means the Targaryen supporters over in Essos have Sheepstealer on their hands, which is quite interesting. So she's going to join them. Aenar's also been sort of seduced by Alicent Hightower to eventually push her grandchildren's claim to the throne. Helena's still over in the Westlands, so she's no use to anyone at the moment. But the Targaryen children is over there. Jahari is married to Aerys to secure the marriage and alliances over there. So now the supporters of House Targaryen, so the House Targaryen, the Green supporters, the ones that are left, have Sheepstealer on their side. The Wildlings have Vermithor, and Rhaenyra has, of course, Syrax on their side now, and the other smaller dragons. But we're certainly not out of the waters yet. War is about to kick off. Rhaenyra is actually pregnant at the moment, so that's interesting. But war is about to kick off. We're going for the Targaryen dragons, I suppose, because people will have questions. And some new ones have spawned in as well. Been born. So there's only 12 dragons left. A lot of them are small ones. So, Quicksilver was killed by Balerion a long time ago. Caraxes was killed by Vhagar. Vhagar was then killed by Vermithor. Meles was killed by Vhagar. Cyrax is still alive. But Vermax got killed by Tsarion, Blue Queen. Arix is still alive. Tyraxes, Stormcloud, Moondancer, and Quicksilver are still alive. Seasmoke got killed by Vhagar. Vhagar took out 3 of the dragons in this, which is quite insane. Blackclaw is the dragon of Melee, not Melee, Rainy, sorry. She's hatched a new dragon called Blackclaw, with black being in reference to her original black hair and the black stag of House Baratheon, which is where her mother was from. Dreamfire was killed by Cyrax. Sunfire was killed by Silverwing. Tsarin was taken out by Vermithor. Morgul Shirokos is still alive. They're the dragons of Jahara and Jaehaerys. Maelor doesn't have one. Cannibal's still alive, and Cannibal killed a lot of people. Dennis the Silver. Got murdered. All his kids got killed as well. Oh, God. And Cannibal also killed Greygo, sadly. So Greygo's got killed off, sadly. And he also killed Bartimus Celtigar. So he got killed, sadly. Yeah, Silverwing got killed by Criston Cole, which is fascinating. Sheepsteer is alive, and Greygo's obviously killed by Cannibal. So that's a bit of a rundown of the dragons, and obviously Balerion the Black Dread's long gone now. Baraxi's died years ago. The other dragons are long dead. So that's a bit of a rundown of the dragons. So let's kick things off and start the war off. So we call the banners of the Riverlands. Mantine, I don't know why I have him on command. He doesn't have a dragon anymore. Or does he? No. I think he lost his dragon in the war. We got Jason Lannister in prison, but nothing's happened with him, so I'm just going to leave him locked up for now. Commanders, yes. Let's set up the commanders. Yeah, take you off. Radiance is of a dragon, but it's not a very good dragon. Elwood of Remembrance, yeah, you'll do for now. But Rhaenyra is the only dragon rider left, properly. All the other ones are dead. So Rhaenyra, with a couple of commanders, will take command of the army in the Riverlands, and she'll march north to take the Greywater Watch. The Knights of the Vale, who have a lot more men, which I think must split up, actually. Lucas is obviously taking command of that, that's fine. Eric can take command of that. Alistair can go with him, as well as Lord Loreth, Lansdale. Harold Dark, and we'll send Glendon Good. I think that's all the commanders we have, isn't it? I think. Yep, that's everyone. Right, we don't need many men. I'm going to send those guys, I think. But Rhaenyra will take the charge and go north first. I'm happy about the granting of... What's this? Oh, right, yeah, it's a castle thing. Yeah, I mean, Kyle... I don't care about him, but I don't really care about Helena, who betrayed me, so... Not really keen about that. Dawn's been the thorn on the side of the Seven Kingdoms since the formation of the Iron Throne. We finished what the Congress started, with 20 our years of peace with the Dornish. Yeah, because we have a non-aggression pact, we'll probably make peace with Dawn. So there you go. So yeah, I'll go for over the lords. Edric Arryn is Lord of Vale. His uncle, I think, is... No, maybe not. His distant relative is Joffrey Arryn. Grove is still alive, although I don't think it's going to be long for the world. Elmo is soon to take over. Torrhen Greyjoy, his father got killed by Rhaenyra's dragon. Funny. The Farmans rule over the Westerlands now, because we overthrew the Lannisters. The Tyrells bent the knee. Hightowers is still in charge, although I think... Well, I'm to Otto, actually. He died of old age, and his sons still live on, known as Alicent, of course. Corran lives on, the 3 daughters live on, so maybe there'll be blows with them, I don't know. And the Baratheons supported us, surprisingly. They're in charge of that. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd mention. So House Celtigar then. I've renamed Barthamus as Dragonbane. His wife was still widowed. Collian Celtigar is still married to the Brosby guy, but he's gone to Edgerton. I think he may have felt like a split up thing. Though she's kind of insane, so I don't blame him. Clement is still Lord of the... Alicent is still married to Alicent, but unfortunately has had no kids. So been married for like 2-3 years. yet have had no children in that time at all. And Clement actually has a bit of a love thing going on with Baelor Targaryen at the moment, so we'll see how that goes on. Roland Celtigar's married Dilla Mooton. They've had a son named Bartimus in honour of Lord Bartimus Celtigar. Arthur Celtigar lives on, married off to Lysa Farman. He's gone off to actually join Rhaenyra in the war, which is interesting. Maybe we'll have a bit of a Rhaenyra seduction thing going on there, out of interest. See where the things take us. Some other Celtigar's married Aegon, and Filbert's married, betrothed to Mollyanne Westlings. Hopefully the AI will carry that betrothal on. If it don't, it don't. It's not the end of the world. But let's march north. This war should end. Yeah, she can retain the royal style because she's the heir to the throne. Now, as you can imagine, it will cause a bit of trouble with the fact that... Oh, Clement is actually the regent. That's interesting. That Daela is the heir, so we're going to have another female on the throne. Whether or not the AI will change the marriage, I have no idea. But if she dies, obviously Lucerys becomes the heir. And then a Joffrey afterwards, and Aegon, Viserys. How the Iron Throne people in Westeros will get on now with the idea that Viserys is definitely, you know, the possible secret may be out, or bickering in people's minds, that the children aren't really legitimate Targaryens. And legitimate Targaryen, and, you know, so that will still give Helaena and Aegon's children still the better claim. Well, not really, well, actually, no, that's not right. Aegon would have the better claim, now that he should be the legitimate heir. And whether or not we'll go with that with the Celtigars, I don't know. We might see. I might probably do that as a bit of an interesting way. Because I don't know if the AI will change the... I think I have the Adopt Dynasty thing on, actually. Let's check. That's right. Looking for... No. No. That's a separate thing. Where is it? No, hard to marry AIs on. Where is it? Ah, no, it's not. Ah, there you go. They can adopt dynasty of an ancestor when they gain a title of the ancestor held in the past, so they might possibly become Targaryens, but they're still technically Velaryons as well, which is of course another big thing that will probably annoy the people in Westeros. Yeah, so one of you guys go there for now. One of you guys go to... So the commander of the Kingsguard can go to Grey Watch and reclaim it. While Lucas... Actually, no. We send Eric up to the King, up to the Silver Reed. But Rhaenyra will push straight for Moat Cailin. We've asked people to stop doing that. Cassandra is now married to Lucerys, so that's secured an alliance. Secured the Baratheon alliance, which is good. Oh, hello. Yeah, have a dowry, please, thank you. Alright, so you lost a bit of tyranny. Thank you, Lord Kyle. Going to be very useful. So now we need to get north and deal with the wildlings, who have a lot of men. Oh, stop. What's this? And who will try to do that? I can't do anything. Is the Crown Authority really low? No, but let's see if we can change that over. Because the AI always make it really low, so I'm going to try and get it, if I can, make it quite high for the AI, so hopefully. And most people sort of do quite like Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is the rightful heir. Some people might disagree with me with that, but she is the rightful heir, unfortunately. Viserys proclaimed her the heir, but then he didn't do a lot to really reinforce her claim. It's a weird one, but I do think Rhaenyra does have the... I mean, she is the rightful heir. Aegon was not given, you know, I mean, normally, usually, Aegon, the assumption is that you become the, you should become, the son becomes the king, usually, but in this case, it hasn't happened, and that's what, Viserys wanted. He did not want, of course, Aegon on the throne. Why he didn't want Aegon on the throne is, I don't know. Probably didn't want him on the throne, I guess, but 50 gold's enough. I'm keeping the quartered symbol for Rhaenyra's granddaughter, which I imagine, because even though it is Daela in charge, I imagine Sarah's still very much over in charge of with her daughter probably. And Rhaenyra again is probably holding a very powerful sort of role over there. Possibly Viserys is maybe looking after his niece as well. So he was about to engage quite a big Stark army there, so we should probably get north and try and save them if we can. I don't know if we have... Oh, we do have an organizer. I'll try Rhaenyra on the flank for now then. Right. We're about to change the Crown Authority in a minute. That's the way to get everyone to join you, because if you get the... Excuse me. If you get them to do the... join the council thing, they will all accept this. There you go. Done. Easy. No Dragon Knight. No, that's fine. And we can do that as well. Hence the users of having the favour. And the succession again, well, we'll see how that goes. A bit late, Kyle, but that's alright. No, a bit of lag here. No, okay. Hopefully the lag isn't too much of a problem, hopefully. But if it gets worse, then we'll have to just look into it. Yeah, that Stark army is going to get murked. McLennan Star of Driftmark. Now, if Vermithor isn't there, it should be fine. And this army, under Lord Eric, I'm going to send north to deal with the... I've got supply limits through shit. I go to Winterfell for now and just defend it. Rhaenyra will take the charge on to against the army over here. Hopefully the Starks turn around, but I don't know. Okay, we're educating. I should probably get someone to educate Lucerys. That's actually... Oh no, I have got... That's fine. Oh, I did that already, didn't I? Yeah, so the Kingsguard's doing that. That's cool. No, I don't think starts to join us, unfortunately, but I think Rhaenyra's got this. Providing Vermithor's not here, we should be fine. Oh, he's coming back. It's fine. I'm not really bothered about some... Who am I tutoring? Out of Byram and go. Okay, not care. I don't care. Right, let's hit them. Hopefully Vermithor's not here. Oh, hello. This is this weird event where the High Seven dies and they decide to do something weird with him instead. Hey, they're bastards. Interesting. Yeah, the cause of Street of Missile. Yeah, very strange. Who's the... Yeah, I don't know. A very old event, that. He's not here, thank God. Give him some gold. Oh God, we're losing. Dragon? I can interact with my dragon. Nice. That's cool. I think actually, despite all the odds... Ah, no, we are winning because we've routed their army. Oh, you were married to the girl who got eaten by cannibal. Well, that's a victory and a half. We beat the Wildling army, which is pretty good. I'll bring the army over there, and this army can be the besieging force for now. Right, this army can march north. And the idea is actually one of them goes up here. And we'll chuck in all the other king, the Kingsguard. I'm going to merge that army with Rhaenyra, actually. And you guys can go up here. If you're on any wildlings, cut them down. Yeah, that's fine. Is the other guy in there? Alistair. Oh, Christ.
Don't click change.
Ah! Clicking the video I was watching earlier. Whoops. Let's go back into the game. How was my timer looking? 20 minutes ago. Oh, that's fine. Bit of a long video, but I haven't recorded in a little while, so I actually should make up for a bit of the lack of videos lately. They're going up that way. You want to be commander? Yeah, that's fine. But you're not really that great. I mean, you're a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but like, you've got high martial, but I don't think. Fine. We'll make him a commander in that case. And we'll get oh no, why did I do that for? No, you fool idiot. Why did you do that for? I'll get Boris command this army then. What did I do that for? Glenn Kingsguard, please. And we're just mosing them about, and we get Glenn to lead that other force. Right, back to what I was doing. Go there. You guys go here. This army will be the wildling killing army. Is that because I'm about to give birth? Yep. Phrases you often tend to utter, but Rhaenys is good to put in charge. Rhaenys, I'm sure, would be a definitely a. Alan wants to claim Dragonstone. Interesting. I can ask him to join plot. No. It went. Grace news from Winterfell. Oh, okay. Rorik Ruin. I think that's the guy who kills. Is that the guy who kills the Kingmaker in the books? I'm not too sure. Maybe. We're writing those songs about how you died, Kingmaker. I believe. If the phrase is correct. I've eaten too much food. Her hair is always perfect. Men love her charm and looks, but she is also intelligent. She's been blessed with beauty. Rhaenyra probably would envy her though, wouldn't she? Because that's Rhaenyra for you. Thank you. That was... right, we're not in combat at the moment. That's fine. Rhaenyra will join the army once she's given birth. At some point. I don't know where Hugh Hammer is, but he should be... I did make him a commander for the enemy, so hopefully he does show up. Oh, he's left. What? Oh, he's been giving lands and titles. Oh, they've given him... He's made him a vassal. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think he'd do that, but alright. So Hugh Hammer will now be in the north. And we had a kid. Did she make it? Yeah, we had a Martell kid. So anyway, I don't think we can name the kids coming because they're not... They are my kids, but they're not... They're Martells, so I don't know. A bit weird. Unless they're your dynasty, I suppose, but yeah. That's a marriage alliance then. I'm going to marry her off to the... Martell girl. I might attack the Long Barrow just as a... just as why not. This is a bit of fun. Yeah, I'm going to give up for now. Again, we'll get martial focus, I think. We want him to be a good commander in the wars to come. But unfortunately, yeah, Lucerys and Joffrey aren't particularly... Well, Joffrey's not... Actually, he's pretty good. Lucerys isn't great, though. He's a good fighter, though. That's quite good. Alright. It's way too much money, but we do about... That's fine. I don't want to go too much into debt, really. That's steer on. Right, moving. The Stark army is massing. Yeah, that's kind of made it a bit difficult now because Hugh Hammer is now... It's going to be in the north. And also he won't be in that commander. So I need to actually... I'm going to have to like go there and face him if I want a dragon battle. Which is the idea. Job well done. Now, can we beat him? He's got, oh god, he's got 1,300 in that one flank. He's completely routed Lord Orain. That's quite something. Deploy Syrax in battle. And that has routed their army. Although Rhaenyra's force has been taken out. To kill his wife. Yeah, stop that. The other army that I've sent up here is taking, good god, taking ages to get around here. Let's go fight the Hugh Hammer then. Rhaenyra's heard of his treachery. And Rhaenyra's keen to put an end to him. Is he going to Arundel to fight there, or is he just routing back? I think he's routing back. Go that way. The attrition is pretty horrendous here, though, isn't it? 42,000 men there. That's It's quite something. Get a new gift, and I'm going to split the army in half. Right. That should be fine. Look at the Shadow Mork. Defend these 3 regions here. Alright, some defeated. Goodbye. So yeah, you're probably gonna get Battle from the Earth. Next to, well, I'm gonna have an idea of doing it with 3 episodes, like 2 episodes in one go together. But actually, what's going on with King's House? Oh, what? As a war against a tyranny. The wildlings are rebelling in Skagos. Well, not wildlings, but here we go. My enemies think they're safe on the other side of rock, and mortar the fools truly believes such pay defense and hold back fire. Draw another dragon rider here first. He will perish. Let's have a fight. This could go badly for us. I don't know if it will wipe out, if it might knock me out of the war or not, but I would say. Let's do this. Should cast them down. Dracarys. Vermithor's been maimed, but Cyric's been wounded. That's not good. Let's do this. Should cast them down. Traitor. Let's fight back. Oh shit. Fuck. And Rhaenyra's got to be. Oh, she's been captured by Hugh Hammer of all people. So Cyrix has gone down and killed by Vermithor. Fascinating. So Hugh Hammer has won. And he's captured Rhaenyra, so that's interesting. Probably a silly decision to do that, but at the same time, it just adds some. Oh, you're trying to kill me. Yeah, that's nice. I may not need that because Hugh Hammer will probably just finish me off. But if we attack with Rhaenys is now leading the forces. Yeah, Rhaenys she's been severely injured. Yeah, I think she's out of it. So that's right. The Lord Commander will go north and here rescue the Queen. Rhaegar Velaryon has been born. Bit of a not very Targaryen name, is it really, Rhaegar? But I mean, it's Valyrian, I suppose. It's close enough. Right. Right. After hearing of Rhaenyra's capture, the armies of the forces to begin the entire. Oh no, they can't. That's an end in our defeat. Let's not do that. Stop. Hold. Yeah, I can't do the Warden more because he's currently in jail. Actually, can I ransom myself out of the jail? No, you can't. Oh, 385 gold. Good God. Can we take out a loan? Still can't afford a ransom. Alright. Renowned position. The Starks are busy fighting them as well. Rhaenyra's gone insane. The Mad Queen. Oh god. After hearing of the mess in the north, I think the Baratheon decides to send his army. It's going to take him some time to get here, but Baratheon goes north, takes an army with him, and they also go grab the Farmans, who have also heard of the treachery. The Reach refuse to send more men. But the Lannisters and the they go north to Winterfell, inspired by Baratheon's courage. To make it so it takes them a while to get around to the north, but go around that way so it takes longer. Because they're waiting for the Baratheons to go over there and with Lord Boros, who are just going to knock him out of command for a minute, to represent the fact that he's not here. And Owain has gone down to set the armies up there. Boros has going south, sailed south to rally up the lords of the Stormlands, and to convince Lord Farman to send more men to assist. Although Farman can only spend half his army though. Yeah. Just try and make the game a little bit harder for us, because I do have a fair few hours in this game. Right. Oh shit. Rhaenyra's died. Right, okay. Jesus. Alright. So she got 81 gold. I got 46 gold. Right. So Rhaenyra's gone. That's it. She's out. Yeah, the queen's just died. So she's died in the dungeons of King Beren. Oh, she was moved to his dungeon. Oh, that's interesting. Fascinating. So the Targaryens are out of dragons. We now are... Oh, right, yeah. So we just become a Velaryon. I don't know if an event will kick in or not. We're not going to be in the war. No, I need to quickly... I'm going to quickly cheat over to Craig in a minute. Just to... 2859, because otherwise I won't be able to join the war. For some reason, you as the Iron Throne can't help your vassal against the enemy army for some bizarre reason, which I don't understand why. Why is that a feature? Why can't you request to join? Why can't I help offer to... What? That's stupid. Can, wait, hold on a minute. Let's go back. Back we go. Right, what are we doing? Just let me join the war. Why is it such a ball ache to try and be like, oh, you have to do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. Just fucking let me do the war. Oh, what we should do actually is start a blood feud with Hugh Hammer, because he just killed the queen. So let's start a blood feud, because why not? I can remove Dragonride, but that's so cheesy, and I just don't want to do that. I need to make it so... I'm going to have to do some serious cheating, because I can't just join the war, apparently, for some bizarre reason. I can't even do that. Oh, that's so stupid. Right, I've really fucked myself here. Rhaenyra dying has just screwed everything up. So how the hell can I join the war now? Right, how are we gonna join the war? Like, that's really screwed us now. How on earth? That makes no sense. But how can we now do... How can we just join? I'm gonna have to cheat that. Yeah. Right, take that out. Swap over to her, and then just make an ally that way. I think that's the only way we can do it. Can you come back, please? There you go. And I'm just gonna have to join. Yeah, that's the only way we can do it, unfortunately. It's a bit of a mess, but that's the only way. But Rhaenyra's dead. That's it. That's all. Pretty much all of Viserys' kids dead, apart from Helaena. She's not really gonna play much of a role at all now. Okay. Right, we're back. Good God. Okay. Let's have a little look at the. Oh God, we're not you in charge. All rubbish. Joffrey. You're the only person I think has... William Royce, yeah, you're pretty good. Let's still have a temporary council. Why Alan doesn't like the Queen, I don't know, but I mean, she's what? I mean, it's free, so I don't really know who the hell's leading the army, to be honest. I mean, Rhaenys is in charge, probably, I imagine. Clement can become the Lord of Thingy. Make you that guy. Gunther, you're fine as you are. Master Whisperers should be Lord Eldril, maybe. Possibly Rhaena, she's closer to home. But a lot of people don't like the current queen. This is interesting. I wonder what sort of how this is going to go for the Iron Throne. High Admiral should be. You for now. Call for Dragon Rise, which is probably Lucerys doing that. I guess because it's actually. I'm calling for a trials to do that. I guess because it's now. Who's he? Lucerys is here, so he probably should be the Lord of Dragonstone. So we'd set that up and have him as the commander now. He should also be a general in the war, because we didn't really want to get our sons in combat, but now it doesn't matter. So it's time to bring all we have to war. That's fine as it is. I don't know if I'll make a Lord Paramountcy. I'll leave that as it is for now. No, actually, no. It should be. I can't actually do a... Can I not set up a... They give it to Lord... No, that's stupid. They give it... So I can't give it to anyone else, but I can give it to my actual... That's really cheesy, I'm not doing that. Not yet. No. No, that's just too easy, I can't do it. No, I'm doing it myself, it's just cheesy. Cheesing the game to a new level. Oh, right, okay. Your succession to the Iron Throne... Hold on, right. Your succession to the Iron Throne after Queen Rhaenyra's death has triggered an unrest throughout the realm. Chants of Valyrian rule are emerging, with many small folk and other bandits outlaws causing trouble. So that's not good. I'll do about the marriage thing. We'll keep as it is for now, but actually, no, I can't see them keeping it. I can't see them doing it. Because they wouldn't. Daela's not gonna, because she knows if she marries Thingy, that's it. A very good political alliance marrying Lionel Tyrell. But unfortunately that won't work because it's marrying Rhaegar makes a lot of sense actually, because he is, well, I mean, yeah, it just makes sense. Pick someone later. Oh, hell, Grace, Daela of the House Velaryon. Can I change that name? No, it's stuck with Daela, I suppose. Well, Hell Grace, Daela of the House Velaryon, the first of her name, Princess of the Andals, Rhaenyra on the Firstman, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. I don't know, we can swap up our... oh, Rhaenyra's. Ah, Rhaenys has got Blackclaw. Nice. Not that big of a dragon, but useful. Jason's done trial by combat, and one of his daughters died. I do want to end this war before, I guess, before everything kicks off. Should make peace. The Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne is fighting my domain. If I was descendant of Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, my claim is true. If I were to adopt the arms and words of House Targaryen as my own, this claim will be solidified and will surely please my vassals. Yeah, we do that. So that means Jacaerys is now a Targaryen as well. That's cool. Okay. There's no one really to marry here. Viserys, they're a bit too old for... Oh, I didn't do my marriage with the Tyrells. Let's do that. I might have to quickly do the... cancel that other marriage and do the matrilineal one. Jacaerys Targaryen, that's... Nah, I don't think that'll happen with it. Valyrian marrying the bastard son of... Nah, I just don't see that happening. I can see it happening... Oh, yes, I want the bloody gold back, don't I? Oh, yes, because we're bloody low now, and now... Oh, dear. Oh, God, that's not good. The guards dragged Lake Jason Lannister from his cell and throw him at your feet. I assume Rhaenys is probably leading the Iron Throne at the moment. Possibly Viserys is also involved. But I don't know yet. But right at birth and blooded by trial by combat, Tyland will be my champion. 85 martial. Personal combat skill. Lord Celtigar probably should. Or Lord Marbrand, possibly. Rickard Thorne, no, he's a bit, got cancer at the moment. So Tyland isn't amazing. Can't imagine Tyland being that great of a commander, but for the canon, and obviously this is still the Celtigar dynasty, let's have Arthur step up to the Queen and fight for her. So Arthur steps forward. Our stamp, your grace. Fight well, Sir Arthur. What? So Arthur lies in. Tyrion Lannister beat fucking Arthur. That's crazy. Jesus. Well, he's not got much power, so it's nothing. But you know, whatever. Anyway, now shit's all gone hit the fan. I'm gonna have to cancel this. Sorry, because this is gonna be. I need to do a matrilineal one, unfortunately. Ah, you won't take it. They won't do a matrilineal one because the... Okay, I don't care about that. That's interesting. Or do we keep it close to heart and marry and get the alliance with House Celtigar to be more there? So Bartimus marrying. They will accept. There you go. And that secures House Celtigar, because we say that somehow House Celtigar convinced Rhaenys that the marriage alliance between the Celtigars is good. Obviously, there's not many Velaryons to particularly marry off, so now that's a good idea. And possibly that could be the ticket to how Celtigar... yeah, of course he is. The how Clement gets the lordship of Dragonstone. The Lord of the... Oh, God. Murdered on the orders of... Oh, dear. So he's dead. That's not good. What's this? Your man-in-law Giles made a request for legitimization, and as Rhaenys Prince Regent, she made a decision to legitimize him. Yeah, that's fine. So that's how, with that little marriage thing... Oh god, I've missed it. That's how House Celtigar gets in power to strengthen their... Oh, I can't now. I can't do it now. Why is that suddenly changed? Alright, fine. I mean, still overpowered, let's not do it. Advisor, I think, should be... Lucerys. Yeah, that can't make sense. Right. Pull everybody back. And we are going to go into battle. And we're about to end the episode, so I'm going to do one last big fight, and then that's it. That's your lot. Joffrey can lead the armies. I don't know where Hugh Hammer's going to be. I don't think he's going to be leading armies now. I partly wanted to fight Hugh Hammer for a bit of action, and I've done that. Oh no, I need to bring you around that way. Right, you guys group up at Arundel. And hopefully Stark joins me. Hopefully. Where is he going? Where is Stark going? That's not good. Come back. Oh, jeez. What is he doing? Oh, he's going north. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, buddy. I guess if he engages the army to the north... yeah, that's fine. But just the... Oh, Christ, they're going... Oh, no, this should be right. Dragon should be fine. We have dragons, so I'm not too... I feel hope might be with us. You guys are taking... Oh, for Christ's sake. What is this? Oh, great. So they're fighting over there. How many people have they called in? Oh, for fuck. What? I want to play as fucking Celtigar, for God's sake. Oh, dear. Oh, it's not going to disband all my armies now. Oh, my God. No, it hasn't. Okay. For God's sake. Right, I think that's the end of the episode, and I think I'm going to tag over to the Celtigars. Lucerys Velaryon has abandoned the cause. What the shit? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's insane. I still can't keep out Dragonstone. Maybe she sees the Celtigars as scheming. Who else can we give it to in this era? I don't even know if we actually can. Jesus, yeah, you've actually betrayed me. Okay, so the war, oh my god. We're not out of the waters yet. Hugh Hammer's declared war, declared a adventurer claim against me. The Martells have just disappeared. The Tyrells have abandoned, yeah, they've refused the marriage agreement, actually. That's interesting. They've refused it. The Iron Islands do nothing, as always. And the wildling invasion continues on. So I think what I might do is just, I'd tag over to the Celtigars. This is a perfect time to play as them, I think. Apologies for the lengthy video, but I think now is a good time any to wrap things up today. And now have a look at, yeah, just play as the Celtigars. House Tully hasn't got involved yet, but I'm interested to see if I let the game play out a little bit longer to see who joins and who doesn't. The Darius have betrayed us. What the shit? Claw Isle is not as neutral at the moment, but I can bring him into the war. It's fine. The Lannisters, the bunch of people fighting to claim the Tyrells have done nothing. What sort of claim is this a war into tyranny? Oh, his father died. Interesting. Could this be the opportunity where the Targaryens in Valyria decide to think, now this is the time, let's strike out and hit them? Maybe. Maybe this could be it. But I think that'll be all for today's video. So maybe, possibly, now that the war is all kicked off, could this be the chance for the Tyrells to decide to join with the Lannisters join with the Targaryens once more? I can't really get Jason to join now because he's already with with us now, so that's no point. But the Greyjoys could also use this opportunity to break free once again, who I assume are being led more so by Veron Greyjoy. Now, as opposed to Torrhen Greyjoy. Maybe Veron might seize power and declare himself king of Salton Rock once more. The Tullys have done nothing, but then Grover fought against Rhaenyra in the last war. Perhaps the Tullys and Tyrells will use this as an opportunity to strike out against for Jaehaerys' claim. And what will House Martell do? Nothing? Could Martells try and get back some land from the daughters, or could the three daughters launch an attack into Dawn? Stuff could happen. Yeah, it's all gone all over the place now. I think Lucerys is almost waiting for things to end and think, oh, I'll take the throne. The war in the north is not over. Hugh Hammer could strike any minute. Like, and everything's gone all over the place. Could Hugh Hammer go to Dawn and ask for assistance and possibly give out Dornish rights, maybe? Maybe marry Alejandra Dawn, possibly? And get House Martell on the throne. Yeah, everything's kicked off. Everything's kicked off. Could Lara Strong strike out now and try and gain some further power? Could the Freys try and take Harrenhal? Everything's just gone crazy. So yeah, this could really be an opportunity to edit the files a bit. So let me know what you think in the comments. But I think we should definitely have a little chance to set up a few events. And so when we jump into the Celtic Guards, everything's going crazy. We could have the Iron Irons in Independence. We have the Martells supporting Hugh Hammer's claim, or possibly the three daughters, in exchange for rights and trading laws and whatnot. Possibly. I don't know if Hugh Hammer's got any children, does he? But he is married, that's the only thing that's... But I can always just kill her off and get him married off to the Martell girl. But we'll see. Hugh Hammer's Vermithor. Vermithor's one of the biggest dragons left now. So he does have the power to really change things. Could the Tyrells strike up the old allegiances with Jaehaerys Targaryen if he returns to Westeros? And the Greens? Could the Martells get involved and do stuff? What's going to happen? Who's going to support this? Maybe the Greyjoys. Maybe they might support this rebellion being led by the Cave family. And it says House Cave, but I assume Darkland and Stokeworth and the Masses have much more sway in this war. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And obviously the Wildling War's still going on. That's not over yet. So yeah, things could happen, and possibly Illyria could support the Targaryen claim as a marriage alliance. Maybe bring in some of the other Illyrian allies and whatnot, which could be interesting. But we shall see. But that's all for now. I shall see you in the next episode. So that will obviously be later this week. Next week, of course, with 2 episodes. So I'll give you a bit of time to... So yeah, let me know what you want me to do. Let me know some other ideas you might have for claims being pushed for the Iron Throne. Let me know. But that's all for now. Navaya Naden Palamant Melanin. And farewell.